see Hakeem Hart running the point. Each day he's getting more and more comfortable in that position.
You know, Mark Turgeon had said he didn't come to Maryland to play the point guard position. But certainly the last couple of games he's had to shoulder some of that responsibility a little bit more. Here's Wagner off the take and off in 5 in conference play, and both of them have come against ranked teams. Both of them have come on the road at Madison and most recently in Champaign. Morcell's first look is off.
They knew within the first couple minutes at Minnesota they could not get a feel for the game. I think tonight Michigan has a nice feel to start this one.
Well, 20 turnover points off turnovers. Here's a short shot clock situation here for the Terps. 2 on the shot clock. They got to do something. And Dickinson with the tap out. Another opportunity here for the Wolverines.
Heads up play by Dickinson. If you cannot secure the offensive glass, tap it to one of your teammates.
Wagner can't get it. How about a third opportunity on this? Salting away the seconds here on this possession once again for Maryland. Again, single digits here on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins with 4 on the shot clock. Wagner defending. He got those quick hits.
Exactly what we're seeing from the Wolverines right now.
Inside the lane, and it's the first points from Wiggins and from Maryland.
I really like Aaron Wiggins' game. I just think he defers too much. I'd really like to see him be more aggressive, looking for his shot.
Maryland turns Michigan over on the break.
Yeah, and you're talking about a veteran player coming off a scoreless game. So you knew he was going to be locked and loaded.
Yeah, 0 points, but 10 assists in that last game against Minnesota. Wagner, the step through. Program history. They're looking to win 3 games on the road against ranked teams. But a slow start here for me, Stephen, is how will this Michigan team respond this year after losing for the first time?
I think we got Isaiah Livers, Michigan, feeling real good about themselves from long range.
Between Livers and Smith, they're a perfect 5 for 5, and they've combined for 15 of the first 17 Michigan points. Hamilton has checked in here for Maryland, and he gets it in the post here early. Now 5 to shoot. Livers calling for the screen. He gets it. The pull-up, a 2-try is short.
That allowed Maryland to be set defensively.
Well, there's been very few possessions where Michigan has come up empty-handed. Wiggins still can't get it to fall.
I like that move, though. He had an advantage over Mike Smith, took his time.
Shawnee Brown, who got the start in the place of Brooks, is getting his first minutes, and here is Brown, who gets a 3-point look.
They rarely get easy baskets. And against Michigan, an elite defensive team,
the Smith that time. Morcell again. Dickinson has yet to take a shot. They work it around to Wagner. Pump fake, he'll take it inside. Oh!
But if you were to look at Michigan's starting guards, Franz Wagner 6'9", Isaiah Livers 6'7", and of course
Hart on this possession. So Marial has checked in for the first time here for Maryland. Ayala up against that.
Not in this conference. Some nights you're going to have a backup to come in and do his thing and know what the coach expects. That's Austin Davis. There'll be some AARP stuff going on with those quarterbacks, too. Some old dudes, man.
You know, I don't think I would see a day as far. A 30-19 edge here for Michigan. Off the take there for Ayala.
Ayala got pushed the game started. I just shook my head.
Oh, was that 1989 for you?
Ladies and gentlemen, you see what I got to deal with on the air?
Dickinson
is so good defensively. Morcell thought there was some contact. I thought that was a clean block. Play by Dickinson. And here's the thing, Lisa, why I'm so impressed with Hunter. He hadn't really been involved offensively, but he's doing everything else.
When he gets it in the short corner on the post, it's not dying in the short corner or the post like sometimes it was against Minnesota.
Great call. An excellent Jay Wright coach club. I know that sounds like a broken record, but it definitely applies this season.
We can catch that game after this one is complete. That time he turned it over. Done a good job getting out of that double team here. Scott on the train. Can Michigan win this game with stats like that if he has stats like that in the second half?
I think they can, but they probably would prefer not to find else can respond.
I mean, Mike Smith stands at 5'11", and literally there were 4 defenders. Livers hopped on the internet to check out Mike Smith to see if he could not only...
I don't know if you're going to get the rock. You know, he coming in averaging 18 points a game at Columbia. But he has fit in beautifully here with the Wolverines.
Yeah, you would shoot about 19 times a game for Columbia. Michigan doesn't need that. Run it down. Hart and Maryland now on the push. And the double team on Wiggins in the corner. He's in. His largest lead has been 15. Livers to Wagner for three. He hits.
Illustration of that in the first half.
14 minutes for Dickinson, 0 of 2 shooting, 3 blocks, though, and 5 rebounds. So doing it in another way and distributing the basketball.
Coming off that groin injury, he just doesn't look 100%. I'm watching him get up and down the floor. His gait got a little hitch in his getting.
Doing his homework in Chicago before he brought Mike Smith into his program. Here's Wagner with the take. The kick out, they work it around. Michigan basketball.
They can throw a counter punch. Cowan. So when you have Melo Trimble and Anthony Cowan back-to-back as ball-dominant guys, and then you're trying to...
Had a tough game going up against Liam Robbins, who was possessed in that game to have a good game against Dickinson. It was the front.
We were kind of keeping our eye on there was some chippiness or some chatter, but haven't seen much in tonight's game.
Well, he's been quiet.
They have to limit dribble penetration.
Brooks looking inside to Dickinson. They work it around to Wagner. D'd up by Scott that time.
Good individual defense by Dante Scott.
And Wagner, this is a fun matchup to watch. That was part of the problem that he had against Minnesota. He was getting caught in some of those double teams. Phil Martelli even telling us that in our pre-.
Because I think, Lisa, in retrospect, Hunter may regret making that comment. Even if you think that, you may not want to say that in the media, because that can be...
Him about it in our Zoom call prior to this game, and he just, respectfully declined on getting really kind of the details to the recruiting process on their side. I think he just...
Hey, there's always that. It's just unusual when a player is quoted in the media with that, so... I don't know, Michigan's pretty good, though. Like I said...
Juwan Howard had called those two. And what a league that is, the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference. Both of those...
They get beat, and then they come back, and it looked like they hadn't missed a step.
Backdoor look for Scott, pump 19.
I mean, and so, it's one thing to shoot 11 for 25, but 11 for 19, the efficiency.
This gave him.
Right. So it's been a tough night for Hamilton. He came off the bench and gave great minutes, but since then he's been a little bit of foul.
Largest lead of the game here at plus 23.
What I like about both of these teams, Lisa, they try to take advantage of matchups. So they knew that Hamilton had picked up another foul. They went right back to Austin Davis. Michigan really simplifies the game, in my opinion. They find the mismatch, they work the mismatch, and then they move the basketball. And you're going to fight. I can hit it a mile, I just don't know where it's going.
Brooks left open for three.
The good teams, win one, maybe two. The elite teams can still win when they struggle.
Career high is 24.
Right. No, and he can be a jack of all trades, but he's elite on the offensive end.
Wagner.
I tell you what, I think he's probably going to be 15 to 20 pounds heavier because his body will fill out. And then when that happens, watch out.
Wagner, watch out for this. Through 13 games, they hit the 80-point mark 10 times all of last season. Gate in the last game. Here's Scott trying to back down Brown. And Smart taking it inside. And unbalanced.
Okay.
How about that for a start?
I like that.
I mean, we saw the unbalanced game situation on the football side, right?
Yes.
This is what he's come up with as of today.
Well, the Hall of tonight in the 3 slot.
To Mike DeCourcy's projections. Interesting, too, as you look ahead to Michigan's schedule. They play Illinois and Iowa.
The schedule that's been given to you, and they have been stellar.
I'll tell you what, I can't. Right now, Michigan tied with Iowa coming into this game for first place as the runner for Wagner.